Hi everybody, this is Sandra, and I have made my very first altered book, junk journal of sorts, and I just wanted to get this video done before I give it away, and for a reference for myself, and also to show anybody that's interested in looking at the work I've done from the very beginning. So today, I'm going to show this book. It's an altered book, junk journal, as I said. I made this for a very special friend of mine, and she means a lot to me, so I had a lot of heart and soul that went into this book. So let me start off by saying that it is super fat. I know that. Super, super chunky monkey. But, oh well, so be it. So I just tied it with some stretchy lace, and I did not attach it to the book because it's just fat, and I didn't want to, it can stand up by itself. So stand up that way, and also lay it down, and you can just flip to a page, which is really nice. I will say that because it started getting so fat, I put a lot of journal spots that you can pull out and then put back in. That way you can write on it, or she can write on it, or whoever she wants to write in her book, however she's going to use it. So then she can put those pieces back in, which I thought was really nice, and I know that I would love that, so that's what I did. There are some empty spots that she can journal on inside the book if she's able to do that, but I thought, you know, for photos and just different cards and inserts that she can put in there, so that's what I did. So let's start it off. So here is the book, the front cover. I just added a bunch of lace and pieces. All of these little pieces I love at the Goodwills. I find curtains and pillowcases, dresses and skirts that are really super inexpensive, and I get them and then I just chop them all up and I just use the parts and pieces, which I just absolutely love. I've never used a sewing machine, so with the help of my husband, I've learned how to use a sewing machine a tiny bit so that I can make these little ruffles, so I'm just kind of testing the waters with a lot of this stuff. So I did use Stamperia, and I cannot remember the name of the packet that I used, but I did a Stamperia pack of paper, which I absolutely loved. So that's what I used in here. And then I have a cute little charm that I had from some old jewelry. I have a pile of old jewelry that I take apart. So this is Friendly Footprints on Our Hearts, and then just some beads and whatnot. So there you go. So as she starts the journal out, it's just called Happiness. So the first page, and let me get this opened up. So what I've done here is I've just did some gesso and some painting and some ink staining and stamping on the book cover, the hard cover here, and then I just put a pocket here. So there's two pockets. So this one right here, just like that, and then I just put a little journal. Like I said, I have a lot of journal pieces that go inside. So empty and ready for journaling, and then another little piece there. And then this was just out of the book, this book here, so journal entries. I thought that was kind of cool, so I just kind of tore it apart and put some fabric on there and then popped that on the front here. I have a lot of sayings that I love, positive, inspirational sayings, so I did rip a lot of these out of my calendar. It's actually my Louise Hay calendar, and I just love that calendar. I get it every year, and so I took out some pieces and I popped them in here. This right here, so I made this little pocket here with the doily, and then that page is open, so if she takes this out, she can use it to journal on or to put photos on. I made a large tag with a sari silk attachment with a little bit of stamping, and then I put part of my paper cutting right there on the side for just a little tuck so that she can have a little piece of paper in there, and then that just fits in there. Next page I have right here is I decoupaged a beautiful napkin on here. First, I gessoed the page, and then I decoupaged the napkin, and then I went in with a little bit more gesso to kind of tone it down a little bit, and then I did some staining, some inking with the Tim Holtz Distress ink, and then I used the Tim Holtz Distress ink also for some stamping. Over here, I took some poems out of Follow Up, or The Sidewalk Ends, or Where the Sidewalk Ends. It's the oh my gosh, I cannot think of his name, Silverstein book that I've had for years and years and years from when my little girl was little, and she's not little anymore. So I've torn apart that book, and so I just made a tuck there with a doily, and then I glued on that little poem, And then I made a pocket right there. I've taken some Kool-Aid dyed paper and I just inked and stained it around. Put a little attachment, of course, right there with some of the lace trims that I have left over. And then just a little things to do list just goes right there. And then I did some stickers, and I did what Irene from Crafty Irina, what she shows in her video. So I stitched around all the pages, and then I glued them onto my book. And I followed Crafty Irina's tutorial with going several pages in, or 2 pages, tearing several pages out. Oh my goodness gracious. Tearing several pages out in between and then gluing them together. So in doing that, I made some side pockets, which I tabbed, and I will show you that as we get there. So here is a belly band that I made with some paper, some of the leftover paper, and then some lace, and then some leftover scraps. I just thought that was really pretty. And then just inside I put a journal card, stamped it on the other side, a journal card, and let me put that down. And then just some extra journaling paper right there with a little bit of, goodness gracious. So I recently, or not recently, I guess it's been a year now that I've been going through this. So 2018, I had 2 hand surgeries, one at a time, and this one I'm still healing from, so it's hard for me to maneuver around too much, but I will do my best. I had this hand surgery done in February and the other one in November of 2018, and it's a bone fusion, so it takes a little bit of time for it to heal. Let's see, it is not carpal tunnel. It was no cartilage left in my joint there, so they had to fuse the bone so that I can use my hands again. So here's another pocket. This is from Patricia Veramontes. I think I'm saying her name right. I love her. I follow her, and I also follow Gail Gostinelli. I think I'm saying her name right too. And I just love these ladies. They've been a huge inspiration to me. A lot of other ladies as well, but these 2 ladies in Crafty Irina's videos have just been enormous in my life with this healing process with my hands. So here's a page pocket and a tuck right here. So we have the paper here, and I think I got this actually in another journal that I bought from another lady, and I can't remember her name, but I just used that one right here because it was already done and ready, and it fit perfectly with what I just did here. So I attached this with some fabric parts and pieces and a sticker, and then I just did a hand sewn book, so blessings in the family, and then I did actually stamp every single page with something because I just wanted her to know that she can use, I don't know, it's just fun, and I love stamping. So, and then in the back I just made a cute little tuck with a cute little couple little things there. And I took the inside from the hand sewn, so I took the inside and I beaded it and put it at the top, so just for fun. And then you can just see that right there. I put lace on, I think, 5 of the pages, and then in between those 5 pages there's 2 pages, and those 2 pages in between those 5 pages are the ones with the tucks. So here, whoops, I'm cover up my friend who I did this for. So here are the tuck spots that go in between the pages. They're all identical, so they have this page with a stamp of the tree, and then I just took my little punch, and I punched out 2 of these, glued them together. They're nice and stiff, and I like that because they don't, they're just really stiff and they stay in there pretty well. So then I made this page right here, which is a belly band, and then I took just a little bit of, what do you call that, washi tape, just to kind of keep it up there so it doesn't fall down. And then on the back of this, there's journal inks. And I just printed the pictures on my jet printer, so nothing major. Inkjet printer, not jet. Okay, so let me see, it's not gonna let me do that. So then I just made this little flip with book pages also. Thank you, Patricia, again, for all your wonderful ideas. I love it. So I have a pocket there, and you can journal on both sides of that tuck, that little ticket there. I have another little journal spot here. Over here, I have a little, I took some sticky notes, and I just kind of put them on this one, and she can journal on the back of that as well. Also, in this little booklet, whoops, let me get you in there. I had this really fun, nice inspirational card. This just says laughter. It's got a little thing on this. It's really nice. But I did not like the picture at all. So I covered it with the copy dyed paper and stamped it, and then put washi tape on the other side. And then where this booklet is attached to this page, I made I put a tuck back there, or pocket, and then I just made a tag, and I sewed around this and adding some eyelet trim to top that off. Over the top here is a little paper packet that is just a little extra journaling space. And let me take this. There we go. And that just went over to the side here. So it's just a little fold up, nothing major or crazy. And I'm just going to tuck that right here on the top. I did have a paper clip on it, but I don't know. I must have moved it and forgot that I was using it for that. So I'll probably have to put that back at some point. So this was a bag. I don't know if you can see through the gesso, but this bag is, it was craft colored in black. It was just a little bit too stark, so I covered it with white. And then I glued it down, and then I folded it right there on that spot, if you can see what I did there. So I left this side open as a tuck, and inside this, I made a little, just a cute little booklet. There's a little, she can pull these up and journal on those. And then for more journaling space, she can open this up all the way. And I punched the corners just to give it some more fun. I just really liked these really pretty colors here, so thought that little kid was so cute on there. My dog is upset that I won't let her in here, so she's whining at me. So then I just left this. This is just glued on. Actually, what I did here is I had a stamp here, and I didn't like the way it turned out, so I just embellished it with some cutouts and just a pretty sticker that says "Be Strong." I got these stickers off of Etsy. I don't remember the shop's name. I'm so sorry. I'm new at this. I will get it together, though, I promise. So an altered paper clip right here with a journal card inside that little, I just used that bag cover right there. And then inside the bag, let me put this down again. I have a little booklet that I made with a button on there to hold it in. I just glued that button down after I put the thread through and made a bow. So it's just a little book, and I actually sewed this one. So I sewed that across the top, and then I just get that in there, and then this goes in here, and that goes there. And that goes there. And so here we go over here with another tuck. I've used two different paper packs, I think, in here, so you'll see parts and pieces that you may recognize from someplace else, and then just a card, and then just for a little fun and craziness, because I like to be a little different, the card goes this way, but I stamped the butterfly that way. That was just my quirkiness. Nothing crazy, too crazy this time. So I took a glassine bag and I cut it down, and I folded it, if you can see. So I cut it down, and I folded it in the back so that I have a tuck back here, and then I can put something in the pocket right there. So what I'm putting behind it is this coffee dyed, blue Kool-Aid coffee dye. Oh my gosh, it's not coffee dyed. It actually has coffee dye on it also, but it's blue Kool-Aid dyed paper that I stamped the pages, and then I just put some lace fabric trim right there, or whatever it's called. And that goes in the back of the bag. And then in the front, I made this cute tag with a pocket. So decorated that up. Got my little note taker in there. And I liked that. I wanted to put the blessings, the little stamp on the inside, so when she opened it up, she could see that. And then a little journaling space back here with a "Did you smile today?" Because we should smile every single day. And on this side, I took another one of those sayings out of that Louise Hay calendar. So today I relax and free my thoughts of every sense of pressure. What a wonderful saying. I just love that. So I just glued that on top. This is a card that I had, and I cut out the piece because I love these little girls having their little tea party, and I thought it was so cute. And then a pocket back here. And then the pocket I just used some I don't want to say garbage, but the packaging from some product, and I just made this tag because it's nice and sturdy. So she can journal on the back and the front with positive vibes only. That's all that's allowed. So she needs to keep that in mind, which she does. She's very good at that. And then just some extra paper. And with a little butterfly poking up, because I just love butterflies. And then I have another belly band with a photo of her. And so over on this side, I took a card. It was really stark blue. My husband said it was just too blue. I needed to do something. So I put some gesso on it, and then I put matte medium on there to kind of seal it down, and it feels pretty cool. I did not sand it because I don't think I needed to. Another little card part on here for extra journaling, and then stamped. And then inside here, I made another tag out of packaging. And then I just stained it with, these are all the Tim Holtz distressed inks that I used for all the staining and the inking. And then I decoupaged a napkin, some lace for the tag, and then make every little moment count. That's a stamp I got from Stampin' Up, and I just love that stamp. Again, another picture and journal space on the back. So we'll stick that in there. And then when we flip that page, I have some more journal spots. So that's what I was saying earlier is I took, because it's so fat and it's awkward to write on, I just decided to go ahead and add a ton of pieces that she can journal on. So there's that, and there's this. So this little bag, and these little bags, I actually bought at Walmart, a whole package of them, and I love them. They come in handy for so many things. I did punch the corners of this, and I left these cute little pieces right here. That was kind of hard to take apart, that little notebook, but I hung in there and got her done. So just added some pieces and parts to the top of the bag, and then I glued it down so that it would be a little tuck spot. And then again added more paper. And then just folded it to fit nicely in there. And then this side, oops, I guess I'm showing the whole family, I didn't mean to. So on this page I did a little tuck right here, and this is all attached. And then I just put a little white card in here with some washi tape right there. And then I took a photo and put it right here, which I stole all her photos off of her Facebook profile and put them on here. But I figure it's for her, so that should be okay. And then, of course, an altered paper clip right there as well. That probably goes on that other page. This right here, another little tuck or pocket right here with some lace, a couple of little random pieces of paper that I just thought was pretty and kind of brightened this up. Paper out of a notebook that I just cut down, and then an altered paper clip right there. Over here again, another altered paper clip, a postcard that I got in another junk journal that I bought from somebody, and I just thought it fit really nice with this, so I handed it over. It's the little things, little piece of paper, and then of course this flips up and she can journal on that. Next page is another little pocket. Be the reason someone smiles today. I just love these. And then there's a little positive thing on the back as well. Some cardstock that I got that has this pretty, what do you call it, these little squares. Anyways, I cut them down, some of them. Anyways, inked it up and put it in there, and then some more paper, and then a blank page on the back. And then I did stamp in some of the corners, these little corner pieces. I just thought they were so cute. And if she wanted to put a photo or something else there or a card, it kind of helped to decorate it up a little bit. And then another positive saying from the Louise Hay, an envelope out of that journal that I bought. I did reinforce the edges with some washi tape because it was trying to come apart. I took this lace off of something else and from that book, and then I attached it to the back of this. And then, of course, inside here is extra paper to journal on. And so this just sits, whoops, I think I went like this. And then this page, so I have a belly band right here, and it just says Live with Passion. And I thought this card was really pretty. I've got the altered paper clip. This one is a hand-sewed little notebook, make every little moment count. And I went a little nuts, and I punched every corner on this, and I also stamped every page. So, but I like it, and I think she'll like it, so I'm okay with it. So I know some people just stamped every other page, and that wasn't really what I was going for on this. And I loved it. I just think it turned out really nice. So I know she'll love it. And then, because my little booklet's so heavy, and I'm not really great at these belly bands yet, I put a little pocket right here to kind of hold that in there, and it kind of blends in, so that's kind of cool. I like that. And then I just took the little dingly thing out. Again, little punched circles, I just put those together and put a little heart on there. Next page, I have another altered paper clip, which is really, I love these altered paper clips. And I just have in here so let me get this out of the way. Here we go. All right, so this is notebook paper, and this was an accident. I punched them backwards, but you know what? It's quirky, and that's me, so that works out perfect. And then this was just some extra paper. I just put it in there just for fun. It's just kind of sits right there. And then when I was doing all that, I seen this cute little bird, so I just punched it out and just stuck it over here just so that it's just kind of peeking out. No big deal. And then again, she can open this up. this was so light that I thought she could use that to journal on, and so I flipped this up to make it like a little pocket, and then I just put a little piece of paper in there so that she can journal on for a secret note. Who doesn't want a secret note? Okay, and I'll put that on later. So this right here is a card that a friend of mine made years ago. It's her photography, and I bought a lot of her cards, and I love them. So I just tore it apart and used it in this book because this is of our area, and it's beautiful. And then again, the paper, this time I did it on the right side, as you can see. So it's just going to be a surprise through the book. And then a sticker, enjoy today. Another pocket over here, and another one of those poems from Silver, oh my gosh, I don't know if I'm saying it right, but anyways. It's a book. And then I made a tag, and then I did pure white, which I loved the contrast of all these colors together. Sorry silk for the top right there. I just stapled that on and just made a few little notes. Little page notebook there. On this side we have a belly band that I had to secure a little bit more stronger, so I put some fabric down here, some sorry silk, and a stamp. I did some more of the paper again, and then some more Kool-Aid dyed. This is the pink Kool-Aid dyed extra paper, and that just sits in here. And then over here, another one of those bags, and again, I made it as a tuck, and then because the bag itself is a pocket, some Kool-Aid dyed paper with some stamping, and coffee dye paper for note, which actually this opens up even more. And then another one part of that postcard cardstock that I had. There's all these different flowers on there, so I just cut them all apart and then just used them randomly. Added some paper, some file folders, some inking, some cheesecloth and lace, and that made that very pretty. I just took one of my vellum envelopes and just put that there. I have let me just take that off. My hand's not gonna let me do that. So again, I just left these pages open, and then I just put these stamps right here because I thought it would be perfect to put things in if she wanted to. She could do whatever she wants, it's hers. I did a butterfly cutout. One on that side it says Soul Dreaming, and then on the other side it's just plain. I don't know if you can see that through the vellum. Let me see. So Soul Dreaming and then vellum. And I have the Soul Dreaming sticking out. Well, I'll fix that in a minute. And then I put inside just a little envelope inside an envelope, but it's just a fake envelope, so it's just a scrap paper, and she can just journal on that. And then it just tucks into this little piece. So this little circle, I just punched it out with my punch, and then I took my decorative scissors and chopped the top to get that cute little look. And then here's another one of those sayings right here. I just cut this one out from that calendar. I feel glorious, dynamic energy. I am active and alive, and I just love that one. It's really a good get you going. So, scraps from the card of those little girls having the tea party. It was already a scalloped edge, and then I took some more of that crocheted trim there, some more paper for notes. Backwards. Oh my gosh, okay. And then I just tucked this in here so she can see that, and I think that fit just perfect. Let me get all these in there, and I'll put those away in a minute. All right, next page, just a tuck on the side. Make today awesome. That's part of that sticker pack that I bought off of Etsy. Live with passion. I think I'm going to keep that inside. I like the scalloped edge on the outside, and then just coffee dye paper that opens up a lot larger than that, and then this just goes right inside here. Another pocket, leftover paper scraps, more journaling papers there. She's got another altered paper clip there and another one right up here. So I did different types of altered paper clips in this book for her. I wanted her to have enough places to poke things, cards and things that she may be receiving from her friends and family. So more coffee dyed paper. This is that notebook of kids writing paper that I get at the dollar store. Another Louise Hay calendar, some washi tape here. I needed to secure this belly band a little bit stronger, so I had to rip it up, and because of that I ended up putting washi tape, which is fine because it all goes together. So another flip up, you can just use that to journal on. This is a doily that I got out of the wedding section at I think at Walmart, really. So and then I just made this little, punched this out, punched the butterfly out, inked it up, and put it on there as a tuck. And You just pop this through. I wanted to put more stuff on these, but this thing is so fat and hard to close as it is. I didn't think she needed me to do anything else to this thing. But I'm actually excited to see as I progress into my journal making to look back at this and be like, oh my goodness gracious, what was I thinking to give somebody such a big fat book? But I know I'll always love it because it's my first one, and I know she'll love it because I made it for her. So here's just I actually glued this all the way down. I made this pocket up high because I wanted this extra space down here. I just liked the color of it. Just plain white paper right there. Cut with my decorative scissors all the way around just to give some added interest. And then another little booklet that I made. And this one is stapled in, you can see right there. So you open it with a cute button right there. Kool-Aid dyed paper, goodness gracious. With some coffee dyeing on it, so, okay. All right, and then that just tucks in there, and I'll fix that later. So another altered paper clip. This is just a card that I had. I can't remember what was on these cards, but whatever it was, it's not something I would ever use. So I just covered them on both sides, and then I just added some stuff, some fabric pieces, cutouts, and some extra scraps. I try to implement black in here just a little bit because I know everything, the stamps are black, and I just wanted that to kind of pop some of the colors. So that's that. More journaling paper right here. As I said, the decorative paper clip, and then inside some journal spots, journaling space. So this one right here was really fun. I took the glassine bag, that one that I cut up earlier, and I had this piece, so I just folded it in half and like creased it down with my bone folder, and I got these cute lines, and I loved it. So what I did is I left this one spot open, which I cannot get my chubby finger in there, but I slid this butterfly in there because I liked that, and then I made the tag to go on the back behind the whole thing. And then this tag, of course, has a little secret journal spot there, and I like that. And then she can also journal right there if she so pleases. So, oops. And, okay, I'm going to rip my glassine bag now because on camera, but that's all right. It'll all go together. It's a junk journal, right? Keep it junky. So in here, I just took another flip, and for journal spot, there's plenty of journal space here if you want to do that. And then I made this pocket with some of the paper. I sewed around this the coffee dyed paper. I did punch out both of them, and so that's something that I learned it's not good to do because it makes it harder to get in there. But I have actually had great luck getting this in here, so hopefully on camera I can do the same thing. So this tag, again, fabric. I love the fabric tops, and then I sewed coffee dyed paper on the back, and I did try to do a straight line all the way around, and then the crazy zigzaggy one, and I liked that. So, and then this just goes right in there, and then it just tucks right down in there. And then I just left the last few pages blank and empty and open for whatever she wants. I just stained around the edges of those. And then on the cover, I just took a part of that paper pack. There was a beautiful saying on this, and I loved it, and I just had to use it. And it says, "Painting is poetry that is seen rather than felt. Poetry is painting that is felt rather than seen." I love that saying. I don't know who it comes from. It doesn't say on there, but I just love it. And then I just put some blue eyelet trim on there. And then these tags in the back, there's nothing on them. I just sewed around them. Did the double sewing, the straight sewing, and then the crazy wiggly woggly one. And then I did some zigzag, which you can see I have never sewed before. So this is my first time sewing. It's fun. It's very addictive. And then I did my handmade with love stamp that I had for many, many years. And I just put that on there for her. So there you have it. On the very back, I was going to put paper and I didn't. I decided that I didn't like I just had so much paper. I wanted some more fabric, and so she's going to get all these extra pieces too. So I took that curtain that I had cut up, and I first covered the whole book with that, and then I decorated it on the front with everything that you've seen. And then on the back here, I pre-sewed this fabric before I glued it on. And I did the stitching all the way around, and then I did this really cute leaf. I think it's leaf. I guess in Christmas time it can look like a string of lights, but I love it, and I just thought I just left that plain, and she can do whatever she wants or just leave it. So there you go. This is my very first journal. I hope she loves it as much as I love making this for her. I appreciate you watching my video, and I hope to have more things coming, and I look forward to just crafting and creating and learning from all you wonderful ladies on YouTube. Thank you and have a blessed day. Bye-bye.